All right, boys and girls, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use our primary colors to color in our organic shapes. And what we're going to do is you're going to color 3 organic shapes with red, one of your primary colors. You're going to color another 3 shapes with yellow. That's another one of your primary colors. And the third shape, the third color that you're going to color it in is with blue, which is your third primary color. And what you can see that I'm doing is I put the cap on the marker, and one of the rules of this project is you don't want any 2 colors that are the same to touch. And I'm using my left hand to hold the paper still, snapping the cap, and making sure I put the cap on the back of the marker. And if you only have crayons for the project, you can do that too. What I like to do is outline my shape first with the color, and then use the wide side of the marker to color in the shape. And remember, a shape is when a line connects to itself. And an organic shape is the opposite of a geometric shape. We don't use any tools. You want to hear that snap the cap sound. We don't use any tools to create the shape. We just do them by hand. So as you can see, I'm using the tip of the marker to outline the area, then the wide side of the marker to color it in. If you used the tip of the marker to color it in, then it would take forever. And you can see that none of the reds are touching, none of the yellows are touching, but this little shape here is a blue, is a little shape. You can put the blue next to the yellow, you can put the blue even next to the red, but you can't put the blue next to blue. And the idea is that we spread out the colors so that we have balance in our design. We want to have as much balance as possible. And we're starting the project doing 3 shapes with our primary colors and 3 shapes each with our secondary colors so that we can have balance. So here are my primary colors. I'm going to put them to the side. Now that I did 3 reds, 3 yellows, and 3 blues. Now what I'm going to do is take my secondary colors, orange, green, and purple, and I'm going to color in 3 shapes with those. So again, I'm putting the cap on the marker. I'm using my hand that I'm not coloring with to keep the paper still. And I'm using the tip of the marker to outline the area and the wide side to color it in. And you can see it doesn't take a long time. And remember, there are lots of different shapes. Some shapes are going to be larger than others. Like this here is a shape. I can color that orange, but I'm not going to right now because I don't want to take up too much of your time. But I just want to show you what you're supposed to be doing. Here's my second orange, and my third orange is right here. So remember, 3 reds, 3 yellows, 3 blues, then 3 oranges, greens, and purples. Okay, I have my 3 oranges. Now I'm going to snap the cap. And I'm going to do my green. And remember, green is a secondary color because you mix blue and yellow together to make green. Second, two colors to make a secondary color. You need blue and yellow to make green. And orange, we need red and yellow. Those are the 2 primary colors to make orange. And for violet or purple, we use red and blue to put those together to make the secondary color there. After you do 3 shapes, after you color in 3 shapes with your secondary and 3 with your primary, then you can do anything you want with the rest of your design. You can even incorporate here's a little shape right here. You can bring in pink, you could bring in turquoise, you can bring in red, orange, whatever you want. But basically the idea is that You don't want two of the same color to touch so that you can have balance in your design. And if it happens, don't worry about it. No one knows the rules but you. But again, I'm just coloring in 3 small shapes so that you can get the idea. Don't worry about the phone. And now you're all done with this part of the lesson.